Oh, this is my secretary. He takes notes for me.
Amen.
So, we're starting to look back and reflect on some of the lessons that we learned. So Brother Nathan is starting to take notes so we can go back and build and see how much we've grown throughout our throughout Bible study. So what are we talking about tonight? It starts with the F.
Faith.
Faith. And what story in the Bible did we use to represent faith? Anaya.
Samuel.
We're in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel, what? Samuel 17. What story is in 1 Samuel 17? Okay, David and Goliath. So, we hear the story of David and Goliath a lot. I try to teach them to look for like details in the story. So, they're learning to look for other stuff in the story of the Bible and to learn to dictate those meanings. So, we just hear about Goliath is what, Brother Nathan? Give me 4 characteristics of Goliath.
He is Goliath is a bully, a Philistine, a captain, a champion, and a giant.
So, champion. Goliath is known to win all of his battles. So he is known as the champion. So, what did Goliath say? Did Goliath want to fight? Goliath is usually, he can take out a whole army on his own without anyone. How did Goliath wanted to fight?
He wanted to fight one-on-one.
One-on-one. So, and we use Bo as our Goliath in the church. So I illustrated if Bo wanted to come back there, and Bo wanted to arm wrestle one of them, and if he beat one of them in arm wrestle, that means the whole group gonna get a whooping. So all of them were scared. All of them were scared. But they learned that Goliath, what did Goliath say? What did he say? If I beat you, then you're my what?
Servant.
And if they beat you, so we learned that he threw that out. If I beat you, then you will become my servants. But if you beat me, then we'll become your servants. So you don't really hear that too much in the story. But if you have one big bully that can take out a whole army and he wants to fight one person one-on-one, then everybody is scared.
Right.
But what else? Not only was he big and a bully, what else did he have, Brother David? He had armor. So he was a bully, and along with the bully, he had a helmet. He had a knife. What else did he have? He had something on his lips.
Armor.
He had armor on his legs. He had a spear. And then we also learned that he had somebody to go out in front of him with the shield. So not only was he a bully, he was big, he had a shield, he had armor. It wasn't big enough that he was just a bully. And that made the Israelites what? Were they happy or did they
got scared?
They were afraid. They were even more afraid, and he wanted to fight them one-on-one. His armor weighed more than an average man. So who wanted to fight the giant? Who decided? David. So, was David already in the war?
No, his 3 brothers were, but not him.
So what was David like in the war?
He was like a water boy, like when you go to a football game, how they run and give you water. He was like a water boy. He ran and gave them food.
So David was like the water boy. But Goliath came, and Goliath made the statement that he was going to kill the Philistines. David had what? It started with the F. He had faith. Even though he faced this big giant, not only did the giant have armor, he had weapons, and he had somebody in front of him. But it was just this one little man, and he had, what did he have? Faith. So who told David that he could not beat
his brothers?
His brothers.
His brothers said that he couldn't fight him.
And who else?
And everybody around him.
So he had so much discouragement against him. And we're like that in life. Not only do we have a big problem, but we got other people telling us that we can't face our big problem. Who did he have faith in?
God in himself.
God. He had faith in God. So I know our others got it because they was talking in the back. But brother Nathan is our note taker, so he's giving all the answers. But the rest of them got the story too. So they did. Even brother Richard. So he's been telling the story too. So when he goes home, you will hear him say, they'll start telling the story more at home. But what did David fight the giant with? What did he tell?
With five smooth stones.
So Brother David was like, well, I'll get me some short, rough stones. But you know what? Whenever you have God with you, you don't need nothing rough. So he had 5 smooth stones. How many stones did he use to kill Goliath? So you can have a lot of different with you, but all you need is one guy. You need one guy to take down one giant problem. So what did he use with that one stone? He used something else. But he took off Goliath's head. Did he take off Goliath's head with a slingshot?
No, he had took Goliath's sword and cut his neck off.
So we're learning sometimes the weapon that your enemy uses against you, God will have you use their weapons against them. So they're learning different concepts. They're learning different facts. So I feel like they're growing more and more each time. So I think they deserve a hand.
Unique style in teaching them, which is good. Amen. Give them another hand. Thank God. What if I make this statement to you tonight and said that God constantly seeks to introduce himself to mankind? God constantly seeks to introduce himself to mankind even today. Now look now, no matter how much you think you know God, some of us been saved, some of us will quickly say, I've been saved 20 years. Sister Karen, 30 years. We'll say, I've been preaching 20 years, serving God. But still, every day, God is seeking to introduce himself to you in a different way.
Yes.
How many of y'all believe that statement?
Amen. Amen.
In a different way, God is saying, I need to introduce myself to you in this manner. Because you can think you know God, but really don't know him.
Amen. That's right.
Oh, y'all follow me? You can think you know God deep, but really don't know him. Because I'm going to say this. Look now. When I say God comes and seeks to introduce himself to mankind, this means God still seeks to make known his name and ability. Name and ability to all of us on earth. Now look now. Because guess what? Our different experiences, get this, Mother God, our different experiences, look now, exposes something different about God.
Yes, it does.
That's true.
Our different experiences introduces or exposes something different about God. Because look now, I really don't know God as a healer. I know what the Bible says.
Yes.
But it don't expose to me personally. I can have faith that he's a healer, but until I get sick in my body, I don't really know him personally as one. So look now. Look, you sometimes you have to believe stuff that you ain't experienced. That's what faith is. Faith is believing something you ain't seen. But it brings it home. But it brings it home more that when I personally experience God doing something, it opens up something. It exposes something totally different about God. Have you ever heard somebody speak about something and say, well, God is a healer, but when God does it for them, it's something different when they begin to say it. They speak with more fervor, more power, more excitement. When they say, look, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Are you hearing me? So every day God says, I'm seeking to expose something to you that you've never seen. And how I'm going to do it, Mother Galbo, I'm going to make myself known personally to you. Are you following me? Now look now something you got to believe it. You got to believe it even if you don't see it. But every day, if you allow me, the more you live, we're going to have some personal things that happen in our life that God is going to personally step up and help us through, and then we're going to in turn get a deeper relationship with God. Y'all follow me? That's why sometimes we got to embrace the trouble that we go through. Because sometimes the trouble that we go through causes us to get closer to God. How many of y'all believe that? It causes us to get closer to God. Look, because like I said, the different experiences exposes God to us in a different way. Look now, how does God really show himself to us? He does this through his actions seen of us. What he does in our lives that draws us closer. And he also does it through his word spoken and revealed to us. Look now. So God says, I'm going to reveal myself by the actions you see me do in your life. And I also expose myself to you through the word that I cause my mouthpieces and my prophets and my men and women of God that open up his word to you, and I give them a revelation of my word and even what you read. Okay? So look now. So Isaiah, a mouthpiece of God, describes God's power to create. First is what he does in Isaiah 40. He describes God's power to create, number one. Then secondly, his provision to sustain. Thirdly, his presence to help. Say it again. He describes God's power to create, his provision to sustain, and his presence to help us. Okay? God is almighty and all powerful. We do know that. God is almighty and all powerful. And look now, this is the thing that really intrigues me about God. Even with all this power and authority, he still cares about each of us personally. This is what Isaiah is trying to bring home. Look, we're talking about an all-powerful and an all-knowing and an almighty God still loving us all personally and still showing to us a personal side of him through the things that we face. Look now, please understand this, that no person or thing can be compared to God. How many of y'all believe that? No person or thing can be compared to God. The song said, look, what it said. I've searched all over and couldn't find nobody greater than you. Look now, nobody can be compared to God. Look now here it is. We describe God. And look. We describe God as best we can. I don't care what you say tonight. And it can be eloquent, it can be deep, it can be great, it can be long or short, but no matter what you say, you can only describe God and his goodness as best you can with your limited knowledge and vocabulary. How many of y'all know we limited? I don't care how God has brought you through things and what you face. Mom, let me tell you something, my brothers and sisters. What you know about God is so limited. Do y'all believe that? What we know about God is so limited. And look now, but truly we limit our understanding of him and his power when we compare him to what we experience on earth. You really limit God's power to holding him to what you know about. Think about it. You limit God. Because sometimes we only limit God to what we see. Look, y'all. Do you know God is bigger than earth? Yes, he is. God is bigger than our problem. God ain't look problems. God is dealing with a whole universe. Y'all, look. I want y'all to really see I want y'all to really know God tonight. I want you to really see God. This is what Isaiah is saying. God is bigger than earth. He's bigger than your problem. Sometimes we put God in a box that God is only dealing with us.
Yes.
Our problem. And because he don't come through for us, we doubt him. We doubt. But look, we are doing God a disservice by limiting him to what he do for us on earth. Please don't underestimate God.
Amen.
Look at somebody, don't underestimate God.
Don't underestimate God.
Look at somebody, don't underestimate God. I don't care what he does for you, don't underestimate him. Good or bad, don't underestimate God, because how you see him sometimes don't give him justice.
That's right.
We can underestimate God. Look now, and how do we underestimate God? I'm glad you asked. How do we underestimate God? By limiting him to your personal experiences with him. Whenever you limit God to your personal experiences, you underestimate him and you don't do him justice. Look now, what did the text say? Look, the Bible said that he numbers the stars, right? Now I want to ask this. How can you dare think you can figure out a God who numbers the stars and calls them by name? Now, I really want you to let that sink in. How can you really, with your little small, little minute mind, think you can ever figure out a God who, when you look up in the stars, you can't begin to count?
All right. Amen.
My God, you'll lose count real quick, won't you? Have you ever did it while you were a kid? You'll say, my Lord. We did it as we was young as kids. We'll start trying to count 1, 2, and you'll say, wait a minute. Did I count that one? Did I count that one? Hold on. You'll get confused. Amen. You'll get confused. Now, how can you think you can figure out a God who numbers the stars, and not only numbers, but calls them all what? By name. My God. So, I want you to let that sink in. That's a mighty God, ain't it? Now, look. I want you to let that sink in whenever you doubt it.
That's it.
Oh, see, that brings it home, though. This God we serve made them, numbered them, and said, hey, this is me. Hey, Billy. Hey, Jim. I know this is me. I'm just bringing it down to our mind. Hey, all these innumerable stars by name. And then we doubt his ability to bring us through what we're facing. Are you following me? So look now, we truly underestimate God. And guess what? And look, the things we say about him and the accolades we give him, we really don't do him justice with him.
Amen.
Oh, yeah, look. And we think we're giving God something with our testimony. We think we're giving God something with our worship. He loves our worship and praise. Look, he receives it, but we ain't giving him to do justice that really he should get. Do you not know that all day long angels are bowing? Right now? Do you not know the heavenly host is praising God right now? Look. This is nothing but a mirror of what's going on. You think you're having the church now? Wait, just wait. Somebody say, just wait. Look, y'all. Look now. Look now. Furthermore, how can you underestimate a God with such a resume? How can you underestimate a God with such a resume that God has? And we do it every day, don't we? We'll go through things and doubt creeps in. Things don't maneuver like we think it should, and we'll go on a temper tantrum. We'll get angry. We'll question God. Don't we do it every day? And look, y'all, sometimes our back can be against the wall and that flesh will rise up and we'll get afraid and we'll start doubting and we'll think that things is not going to work out. But we got to learn, like the man of God said in his text, we got to learn how to wait on the Lord, don't we? Yes. We got to learn how to wait on God to move. And we got to know that sometimes, look, the trying of our faith works patience within us. Yes. Look now. So actually, when we wait in faith, that's what the man of God is saying. When we wait in faith, we are actually saying, I'm waiting on God to do what I expect. Read that for me, those who wait on the Lord. Read that. What are we actually saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, when you view God, don't view God based on your natural prism. Don't view God through your natural prism anymore. You view God as this invincible being that cannot fail, that cannot be defeated, that is almighty, all powerful, all knowing, and omnipotent God. What does it say?
But they that wait upon the Lord.
Look, I want you to see this. You ain't waiting on anybody. Look at somebody and say, you ain't waiting on anybody. You ain't waiting on Uncle Sam. You ain't waiting on your boss man. You ain't waiting on the people you work for. You ain't waiting on corporation. You ain't waiting on man. Those who wait on the Lord. Now, if I'm waiting on the Lord, I'm waiting on somebody that I know that's able, right? Those who what? Wait on what?
The Lord.
What is it? Shall. Hold on now. Probably.
Shall.
Maybe.
Shall.
Possibly.
Shall.
What? Shall, to me, sounds like it's concrete. Now, look, I want y'all to hear. I want you to hear what I'm trying to tell you. Look. Shall seems to me, Deacon Godbolt, that it's pretty concrete. Those that wait on the Lord shall. Now, the only problem there is the wait. The wait is the problem with the The wait, look, y'all. You see, you got to realize the wait is what you got to pray about.
That's right. Amen.
Huh? Because initially we all go in saying God gonna do it. Look, y'all with me? Initially we all go in. Our faith is good when we first start waiting. Am I talking about it? Our faith is good when initially we go in on every battle that we have to face. I know God will. God gonna come through. Day one, God good. Day two, God good. But we get around day 10, day 15, y'all. Look. The waiting is what drains us.
Yes. Amen.
Am I talking to anybody here?
Amen.
Waiting drains us. But what we got to realize, look, the author didn't say those that wait shall. He didn't say, see, I would be shaky if he said those that wait shall. But he put a key word in there. See, somebody said, read it all. He put a key word in there. He said those that wait on what? The Lord. Look, somebody said, who you waiting on makes a difference. Doesn't it? Look. Who you waiting on makes a big difference. Because what I love about God, the one I'm waiting on will give me some encouragement while I wait. Look, y'all ain't talking to me. Look. I just don't wait on him in silence all the time. But he'll send angels to minister to me. He'll send the word to minister to me. He'll send strangers to minister to me. I open the book in the word to minister to me. Y'all follow me? Then the Bible says when Jesus, the earthly ministry, when he was going through his lowest moment, that God sent angels, even to what? Minister to him. How many of y'all know God? You'll wait, but God, he knows how to give you some power. He'll give you reassurance while you wait. He'll send a word to you while you wait. So look now, I'm waiting on the Lord. He said, and shall renew their strength. And he said, you got something to look forward to too. I'm going to give you some reassurance. What he said?
They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
He said, you're going to mount up with wings How many of y'all know God be telling you this? You can't fly yet.
All right.
Y'all, look. God be telling you this. You doing like this, can't go nowhere. Am I talking to anybody? Do you not know the word sometimes comes at your weakest moment? You sometimes you be saying, I don't know if I'm gonna ever be able to fly again. I don't know if I'm gonna ever be able to believe again. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to bounce back. And guess what? You be thinking because the devil be pushing this mess to you. He be selling you this dream, this garbage. He be selling you this message. And the word of God be saying, you gonna mount up. And the devil be saying, you ain't going nowhere. The Spirit said, the word said, you're going to mount up. You're going to fly again, Sister Karen. You're going to get your groove back. You're going to get your strength. Y'all ain't talking to me. You're going to get your joy back. And the devil be saying, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't going to do nothing. Your best days are gone. Glory to the Lamb of God. Glory to God. But God be saying, trust me. Wait. Those that wait on me shall renew their strength. You're going to mount up with wings of eagles. And not only are you going to mount up with wings of eagles, what does he say? You're going to run. Oh, wait a minute. Lord, the devil be saying, you put a fork in it. You done. You done. Somebody said, you facing retirement. But God said, you're going to run again. And he said, and guess what? You're not only going to run. I'm going to make you a runner that's seasoned. I'm going to make you a runner with stamina. I'm going to make you a runner that's in shape. He said, you're going to run and not be weary. Huh? I'm going to give you stamina. Huh? And he said, what? Not only run, not weary, but walk and what? Not faint. I'm going to make, look, here it is, y'all. Now, the only reason I have to worry about fainting when I walk, that means long distance. Somebody said long distance walk. Huh? Somebody said God talking about distance here. Look, somebody said distance. And know what God is saying? That you ain't going nowhere. You gonna run, you gonna fly, you gonna run, and you gonna walk. Somebody said great distance. It's still work to be done. Y'all look. It's still work to be done. It's still work to be done. Look at somebody say it's still work to be done. And guess what? Not only is it work to be done, but I'm going to use you. I'm going to use you. You're going to be included in what I'm doing. You're going to be included in what I'm doing. Look now, last point. Look, no matter how tired you are, God is saying, I'm going to renew your strength. Sometimes, oh my God, Mother God, sometimes it's hard to believe you're gonna get another win when you're tired. Have you ever been real tired? And I mean, I'm talking about tired when you like this tired. Sometimes you don't get a second win. I'm talking about natural and spiritual. Sometimes you feel like you ain't gonna get a second win, but God is saying, I'm gonna renew you. I'm gonna renew you. No matter how tired you are, God said, I'm going to renew you. He said, no matter how confused you are, I'm going to give you understanding. Hey, have you ever been so confused that I don't even understand? And then not only do I not understand right now, but I don't even know if I can ever wrap my mind. See, some of y'all ain't talking to me. Not only do I not understand now, but I don't know if I'm even have the ability ever to wrap my mind around why I'm going through what I'm going through. Y'all gonna be real with me. But God says, no matter how confused you are, I'm gonna give you some understanding. I'm gonna cause you to understand why you're going through what you're going through, why you're facing what you're facing. Huh? And no matter what the devil is trying to tell you, you're going through it for a reason. I'm letting you know that you're going through for this reason that I can get the glory out of your life. But the devil quickly said, who sinned? Who sinned? Who did something wrong? But God, he stopped that lie when he told the disciple, nobody sinned. The disciple asked me, who sinned? That this man is in the position that he's in. Jesus said, nobody. But this is done for me to get the glory. For you to see me in action. Sometimes you're in a position that you're in for people to see God in action.
Oh, yeah.
Within your life.
Come on.
Look now, no matter how grounded, here it is, last point. No matter how grounded you are right now. But sometimes we can seem like we're grounded.
Yes.
What do you mean grounded? You limited. You limited to the earth. You're limited to where you are. No matter how grounded you are, the word of God says tonight you're going to fly again.
Amen.
Look at somebody say you're going to fly again. Tell somebody you're going to fly again. You're going to fly again.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody said, and I love this. And look, have you ever said, I don't want to just fly, I want to soar?
Oh, yes.
You know, I think the greatest thing birds do is not flying.
Yes.
I love to see them soar. I love to see them get in the wind and build up so more momentum, and they get up so high, and they do like this. And they just go with the wind. Oh, boy, if I could fly, I want to soar. If I'm going to fly, I want to soar. I want to soar. God said, I'm going to cause you to fly, and I'm going to cause you to soar, to get above everything down here that you're going through. And this is what God does. God said, you will fly again. You will bounce back. Because I want you to know that I'm greater than how you even see me.
Thank you.
And I encourage you. When you begin to doubt God, and we all go through seeing when the devil try to make doubt. Look up. Take a look outside at nature. It helps me. Do nature help you? Sometimes I go to the window and look up.
Get back out there.
Somebody say, open the window, open the door, look up into the heaven. And sometimes it reminds you, I serve a big God now. I serve a mighty God. Take a deep breath sometimes and say, He made that. The air I breathe. He blew breath into these lungs. He made me what I am. He created all this. And oh my God, I don't know what you're doing now, but he'll send birds to talk to you. Y'all think I'm crazy, don't you? Y'all might think I'm crazy. He'll send, I don't know about y'all, me and my wife, people think me and my wife crazy, but he sends hawks to talk to me. He sends hawks to talk to me. I'll be going through something and that hawk will come here and perk right there. He'll perk right there. And God is sitting right there to look at me. I said, all right, God, I hear you. I hear you, God. I hear what you're trying to tell me. He'll send a hawk to tell you something. He'll send an eagle to tell you something. He'll send animals to tell you. My God, he'll send trees to remind you. Oh my God. Sometimes God even send wind. I be going through life and God will send an east wind to come through and breathe. It begin to blow on me. It begin to blow on me, and God will start talking to me through the breeze and through the wave. God calls the wave to crash. He got control, y'all. He got control. He got control. Because you remember he stepped on the deck of the ship and the wind and the sea was raging, and he said, peace. Be still. This disciple said, what manner of man is this? That even the sea, wind and the sea obey. They do what he said. Don't you believe God can send something your way? God can send something our way to talk to us, to remind us how big he is. Look. Did he use the sea as a walking path? Y'all, we serve a mighty God, y'all. And our God is big. He's big. It's nothing he cannot do. And that's how he reminds us. I'm big, y'all. I'm big. I'm huge. Nothing is impossible for God. But it's our faith that God will work with. It's our faith. It's our faith that God wants to increase. That we live our lives saying, God can do anything. the greatest strength of your faith is going to anything saying, God can do it. Huh? How many times have you went to sleep and said, I'm waking up, believing, I'm going to sleep, believing God? You know what God told me one night I was painting, God said, stop painting. See, God, sometimes God don't give you no long speech. Y'all, sometimes y'all think God taught you real long. No, God said one day, God said, go to bed. And I said, that's kind of to the point. God says, go to bed. Because pacing and worrying is not going to fix it. Oh, yeah, y'all let me fun. God said, go yourself to sleep. Believe me. I'm going to take care of it. I got it. I got it. And just recently, God has to remind you that you're good. Everything is fine. I got it. And then when he talks to your faith, it rises. And you learn everything he says. Always comes to pass. Give God a hand, pray. God.
I had called my sister today. I was sitting out, I got out and did something. I said, I got to get out in this yard. I didn't know, okay, did nothing. And I went out there, and so when I finished, I said, well, I got to take my breather now. And I said, I'm sitting up here. I said, and my hawk, now I don't know if that's the same one coming in. I said, my hawk is back. Because he been gone. I said, that thing is so pretty. Oh, he's awesome, this hawk is. And he sit there for a while, then went down my light pole up there, then he took off. And when Sister Karen came up and I was outside, guess who I saw? The owl. The owl. The big owl right over there. Wow. I said, ooh, Lord, man. I told her they come. They come.
God speaks through his creation.
Yes, he does.
You understand? God speaks through his creation. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about what God sends to you. God makes sure that you see it.
Yes, he does.
He puts it in your path to make sure that you see what he's using. You know what he's using. God is good. Any special prayer request for anybody tonight? Absolutely.
Harlan family. Harlan family. You know the young man killed on the beach. That was her nephew.
Minister Gertrude.
Minister Gertrude. I bet Gertrude is ill too. I believe last time we heard she was
still in the hospital.
Okay, so we want to pray for her. Amen. Let's look here. Dear God, we thank you for your word that cannot fail. We have learned tonight, God, how massive, how great you are. And all your splendor and all your power and all your majesty. There's nothing too hard for you. Nothing. All things are possible. And we only believe in you. You have said, God, that we will mount up with wings as eagles. We will run again, not be weary, walking not faint. You just said, wait on you. Trust in you. Put our hope in you. Lean and depend on you. Glory to God. And that's what we're doing tonight. We know you're able, God, to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we ever ask or think, according to the power of the faith that worketh in us. We have the faith. You can do the work. You proved it time and time again. You can do it. And we look to you to do it tonight. Pastor Mona, we look for you to do it again. God, for the bereaved family, we look for you to comfort again. God, for Minister Gertrude, we look for you to do what you've always done. You are a healer. You are a deliverer. You are a way maker. You are a mind regulator, a heart fixer. That's who you are. We depend on you. And we look to you. And we trust in you. Because your word has declared. God, we not only have your word, we have your action. what you've been to us, what you've done for us. God, we don't have no inside job or inside scoop on you, God, or any special privilege. What you've done for us, you're able to do for us. There's no secret what you can do. God, we look for you to, God, to do it once again. God, we have the faith of the 3 Hebrew boys. That if you don't do it, it's not because you're not able. We're trusting you to do it. God, our faith wanes not 1 inch because we know you're able. God, thine will be done. You know our hearts tonight. But thine will be done in our lives. All of our lives. We thank you, God, for this class. We thank you for this church. We thank you for these children. We thank you for these teachers. We thank you for what you're doing. We thank you for these grounds. We thank you for what you have done and what you're going to do. We thank you for God's prayer request, God, that has not ever even been uttered tonight. That's within the minds and the hearts of your people. Meet the need. Glory to God. Have thine way in our lives. Resurrect us. Resurrect us. Revive us again. Renew us again. Refresh us. Refill us. Refurbish us. In the name of Jesus. We give you praise tonight. We give you praise. We give you honor. We magnify your name. You're a great God. You're a great God. Bless this nation. Bless our community. Bless the government. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. God, we just ask you, God, as we leave this place, never your presence. Give us all traveling grace and mercy. Bring us all back to the place and the time appointed by you. You are the only wise God. The Shaddai, there is no other. You give the grace, the glory, the dominion, the power, henceforth now and forevermore. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hug somebody, tell me love.